Hey friends, and welcome back to Busy Girl Budgets. My name is Mallory and I live in New Mexico with my husband and our 2 dogs. In today's video, we're going to be doing a cash envelope stuffing, and it's going to look a little bit different. So if you want to hear why, grab your favorite drink or snack, cozy up, and let's get to stuffing our envelopes. Hi everybody, welcome back again. As I mentioned, and some of you might already know, this week's cash stuffing is going to look a little bit different. I mentioned this in my cash unstuffing, so if you already know, then you know. But I will let you guys know right now that my husband lost his job, and so going forward, things are going to look a little bit different. In my cash unstuffing video, I did restructure my binders, as well as remove some envelopes and change around the priorities of some of my categories. And so the amounts that are going into envelopes are going to look different going forward, and we're just kind of trying to figure it out. I do want to make sure to note that my husband didn't lose his job for anything that he did or anything. He just got laid off. It was very unexpected. They had nothing but great things to say about him. Been there for 8 years. And so it was a major shock to us. And if you guys caught my unstuffing video, you know it's been very emotional. I cried on the internet. Just gonna put that out there. I cried on the internet, and I might cry in this video. I don't know. I am still processing everything, and we're just trying to figure it out. In no way are we like completely destitute, and a lot of that is due to the cash stuffing method and the ways that I've learned to save money and budget, and those things are going to come in even more handy than they have. They're going to be utilized even more so. We're going to be couponing. We're going to be doing everything that we can to save money. So I'm going to take you guys along with us on that journey. The other thing that we're not going to be doing for the time being is paying extra towards debt. It's just, we can't do it right now. Everything is going to be save as much as possible. So yeah, the other thing that I want to talk to you guys about and ask for a favor is to please give this video a thumbs up right now and leave a comment. If it's a single emoji, I don't care. Please do it. I usually don't ask until the end, but I could really use the support and engagement on my channel to just try and get this out to more people. I am going to be putting more energy into this channel. My husband's going to be helping me. I mean, this is what he did for work. He was in marketing. He's a graphic designer and web designer. And so he has so many great ideas and tips and tricks for me to help with my YouTube channel, and just different ideas of, content and things that we can talk about on this channel. So he's going to be helping me put out some more things, and I'm just going to be pouring a lot of myself into this. So I would really, really appreciate a like, a comment. If you guys have never liked, if you've never commented, please do it. Please subscribe if you haven't already. I know I'm guilty of that as well, being a silent watcher or being someone who's not even subscribed. And I didn't really know the difference that it made for people until I started creating content myself. So if you do nothing else today, please do that for me. I would really appreciate it. So would my husband, so would my little pups. Any little bit of engagement would really, really help. So thank you. Okay, getting into the cash stuffing. This cash stuffing, the amount is still going to be like similar to what we've stuffed previously, because my husband still got his normal paycheck last week. Because that was for the previous 2 weeks, so a normal pay period. But where the money's going and the amounts are going to look slightly different. So let's go ahead and count up the cash and see how much we're working with. So we're going to be putting $200 in placeholders in today. Then we have 100, 200, 51, 150, 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 82, 20, 40, 60, 10, 20, 30, 40, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. So we're going to be stuffing 875 today. Again, 200 of that is going to be in placeholders. But yeah, 875, so still a pretty normal amount, pretty much like what we're used to, what we usually stuff. But again, it's going to look a little bit different. I am recording this later in the week than normal. That's kind of been my MO lately. And last week really got away from me because it was just like a lot of emotions last week. So groceries, I had $2 left in. I'm just going to leave it and roll it over. And I'm only going to put $20 in there because I actually have another cash stuffing in 2 days. And I don't need to get anything from the store. So we're just going to put 20. So there's 22 in there. Dining out is getting skipped because we're not going out the next couple of days. We're not going to be going out much at all. My fun money is going to get 10. Miscellaneous is going to get 10. And then my husband's fun money is going to get 10. We'll put that to the side. So those numbers have been adjusted, and they may get even more adjusted as time goes on. We'll see. Going into my high priority binder, this is going to look quite a bit different for you guys, and I will explain if you haven't already watched the unstuffing video where I talked about it more. We are going to be stuffing my emergency fund again. So this is where the bulk of our money is going to be going for the time being. So right now we're putting $250 in here. So we're putting the $200 placeholders because I already moved. We're going to pull this out as well, the fully funded. I already moved the $200 to my Ally account. So there's $1,200 in my high yield savings, and then we're going to put $50 in cash. So it has $1,000, $1,100, $1,200, and $1,250. So my dogs, another update. You guys know from my last video that my dog Luna, she needs to have surgery. So we had her surgery scheduled for today, and then my husband lost his job, and it's a several $1,000 surgery. So unfortunately, we had to cancel it because right now we just cannot afford to spend the extra money without knowing where extra money is going to come in. My husband was a main breadwinner for us, like big time. And also that's where our insurance came from. So very unfortunately, we lost our insurance 2 days after he got let go. So, we just can't afford to do this right now. And that breaks my heart because I love my dogs and it's a sucky decision to have to make. We're going to be adding $70 to this today. And actually, I'm going to pull this 100 and I'm going to take the 30 that was in here. So it has $600 in their emergency fund. So we definitely still want to get her surgery done. But until he's secured another job or we figure something out, we can't right now. I do have care credit. I could put it on care credit. I know that I could do that. We're just going to wait it out a little bit and see what happens over the next month or two and go from there. Health is in this binder now. So now that we've lost our insurance, this is a major, major priority for us. We did apply for Medicaid through the state, but we haven't gotten our answer yet. And even if we don't get accepted for it, fully covered, there's the marketplace here in New Mexico, and they can give you reduced rates or things like that. But we know with certainty that we're not going to have the type of coverage that we had previously or the very low to no copays that we had previously. So this is just going to have to get stuffed a lot more than it was. So today it's going to get 75. And actually what I'm going to do, I was going to bring my envelope up to 100. So I'm just going to put this 100 in there. I'm going to pull out the 25 that was in there. So it's 10, 15, 20, 25. And we're going to put that back in there. So health has 100. Okay, car repairs is going to get 20 today. So it has, oops, these are stuck together. 100, 200 in my high yield savings, 300, 35, whoops, 300, 320, 325, and 330 in car repairs. Okay, and the last envelope we're going to stuff in this binder is Michigan. I did talk about this in my unstuffing. If y'all are new or you don't know the situation, we go to Michigan to help my parents. My dad is sick, and this is still very much a priority for us. We may not be able to take our big Michigan trip this summer because that is the most pricey one. The reason that I'm always opening credit cards is to get the welcome bonus so that I can fly up there. That is the only motive that I have, because that is the only way with a job or without a job that we can facilitate being up there as often as we do. So I know it doesn't make sense to a lot of people that I'm always, I talk about cash stuffing and the cash stuffing method and all that, but then I'm also using credit cards. That is the reason. It is the only way that I can facilitate being with my parents as often as we do, and I'm not willing to give that up. So, to some people it might be like, oh, you lost a job, whatever. That was also our means to be able to see my parents more often, and it allowed us to be there and not have to be here in New Mexico because my husband was able to work remote. So it's crushing to us in a lot of ways, and for me, that is one of the biggest ones. So hopefully, the hope is that my husband can get a fully remote job. He was not fully remote before, he was hybrid, and they would allow him to take our summer trip to Michigan for like 6 weeks, fully remote, but the rest of the time he was hybrid when we were at home. So our hope is that he's fully remote and we can go up there whenever we want and it not be a problem. Yeah. So did I already put money in this? I can't even remember. We're putting $30 today. We are still going up here in April because that was already paid for because it was free, because it was with points. And so yeah, this is not for like a vacation. This is a necessity for us and for our family. So Michigan now has 100, 200, 220, 240, and 250. Okay, so I still have other envelopes in here, and I will walk you guys through what is left in here, because obviously I didn't stuff all of them. My next envelope is my back to the bank envelope. So this is where my envelopes are going to end for right now, for what I'm stuffing. It's just going to be my emergency funds, my health envelope, my car repair envelope, and my Michigan envelope. These ones were always in my high priority binder, but they are not going to be getting stuffed right now. And I will pull this money and move it to my emergency fund if I have to. Right now, I don't have to. So it's just going to stay back here, but it is not getting stuffed. So we have anniversary, vacation, and Disney. And there's probably a good $600 or $700 between these three envelopes that I can dip into if I need to. But like I said, this is all very fresh. And I don't know what's going to transpire over the next few weeks, couple months. What I am going to do is take all of this cash that's in here and I'm going to put it in my high yield savings account so that it's doing something for me while it's just sitting here. It's not getting spent, but it is going to earn me something. So that's all going to go into my high yield savings. And I will probably do that in the next couple of days. All right, that is it. I want to mention some of the things that we have done. As soon as we found out that my husband lost his job, I was with one of my best friends, and she watches this video, so shout out to you. I was with her when it happened. She was super sweet, of course, and she has been through this exact scenario, and so she's very helpful as far as things and the steps that we should take immediately. And so immediately we applied for Medicaid. My husband applied for unemployment. His work obviously suggested that as well. I immediately called my doctor and I got refills of all of my prescriptions, 90-day refills on all the ones they would allow. If they wouldn't allow 90 days, I got 30-day refills because, like I said, our insurance expired 2 days after. They only gave us 2 more days of insurance. So that was awesome. But that's, I guess, that's the norm. So we got till the end of the month, which was, 2 days later. And then we also had money in our FSA still. And so we tried to go spend what we could on things that we knew that we would need. The unfortunate thing that we can't stock up on is my husband's allergy medicine because it's a controlled substance because people will use it to make drugs. And so you can only buy it every 2 weeks. So we couldn't go buy a bunch of it. We could only buy 1 pack of it. We bought my husband uses those Breathe Right nose strips for sleep, so we bought some of those. We bought some allergy medicine that my dogs take. They take like Zyrtec, just regular Zyrtec, so we bought that so that we'd be stocked up on that for a little while. We just tried to do what we could do, and it was hard because it's like you're in shock, and it's like you're not in the right headspace to try to be doing all that stuff, but we were on such a limited time frame of just a couple days that we had to get as much done as we could right away. So those were some of the things that we did. Something else that I want to just recommend to you guys, because I'm really thankful that I already had it in place, was DoorDash and Instacart. if you've never even considered doing it, that's fine. But know that if you ever had to do it, you can't just start. You can't just, if you lose your job, you can't just say, I'm going to DoorDash or I'm going to Instacart. There are wait lists for everything, or Spark or Amazon Flex or Uber Eats, any of these side hustles that people are doing. The most cities have a wait list for them. So you can't just one day decide, I'm going to do it. I need money right now. That's not how it works. I am so glad that I already have been a member of DoorDash and Instacart and Shipped since the pandemic. So I immediately we went DoorDashing, we went Instacarting, we went and did all the things. We've been doing it on the weekends to just try to pad our savings as much as possible. So my recommendation to you guys, if you've never considered doing that, I know a lot of people are losing their jobs right now, sign up, because it may come in handy when you need it. If you want to sign up, I can refer you. It'll give you a bonus when you sign up, and you know, if you get accepted and complete the orders, it'll give you like a monetary bonus. I think sometimes it's like $300 bonus with Instacart, which is a good chunk of money. I would be happy to refer you guys, but I would strongly suggest doing that, because if you have that set up and you unexpectedly something happens, or you just need extra cash for an emergency or whatever the case may be, it is a quick and easy way to earn some extra money that day. So I can't recommend it enough, and I'm super glad that we have that in place. There's my spiel. I have a referral link. I think I can put it in the description. I would be happy to do it and share that with you guys. Yeah, I'm just really thankful that we have that. So getting into my short-term binder. So my dogs are going to get 50 today. Let's see. And then household is going to get 5. So one of the things I've been watching a lot of videos about is couponing at CVS, Walgreens, and Dollar General for household supplies. And you better believe I'm going to be starting to get into that hardcore. I don't need anything right now, so I'm also not going to buy things just because they're cheap if they're things that I don't use. So it's going to depend on the sales that are happening each week, and if it's things that actually would be of benefit for me to have. I don't see the benefit in buying things that are brands that I don't use or that I don't like or whatever. If it's something that I'm going to use, you bet I'm going to coupon it and I'm going to buy it. But I might start sharing some content like that, and just letting you guys know also how we save on groceries. I'll get into that as well. I've talked about it a little bit, but even more so probably going forward. That's going to be a big topic of conversation. So household has 20, 30, 35, and 40. I'm sorry if I'm like yelling at the camera. I'm like still trying to just get over like being mad. Being mad, hurt, irritated, like frustrated. It's just like this situation is just crazy. It's just crazy. But again, I know we're not the only people that are, dealing with that right now. It's just an unfortunate thing that's happening to a lot of people. So we're just trying our best to navigate it. All right, we're going to put 40 into Costco, and I'm actually going to use this 50 and pull this 10. So Costco now has 50. Beauty is going to get 20. This is for haircuts or hair color. Both of those things will probably be happening less frequently moving forward for the time being. I have 20, 40, 50, 55, 60, 65, and 70 in beauty. Toiletries, which is for products that we use, is just going to get 5. I told you guys I was going to bring you my Project Pan video, and it is recorded. It is. I recorded it. I was working on editing it, and then our life blew up. And so that's kind of just been on the back burner, but I do have it done. I just need to finish editing it and post it. So you guys will get to see my hoard of toiletries that I have, and it's going to come in handy, real handy now, because I don't need to buy any toiletries. I have plenty of stuff. So toiletries has 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Okay. And then self-care. This one you guys are probably going to be mad about, but I'm going to explain it to you. So self-care is getting $100 today. That is because I have a contract that I'm tied to for my laser hair removal. And I have 2 more payments. One today, I have an appointment today, and then I have 1 more a month from now. I have to pay those. They don't give 2 craps that my husband lost his job, and I'm partway through like a cycle of hair removal. I can't just stop partway through. So it is what it is. I have to add 100 to this envelope today. That's going to pay for my session today, and then I'll have to save another 160 for next month's session, and then my contract is up. So I would, if I were not locked into a contract, you better believe I'd be canceling it and I wouldn't be doing this right now, and this $100 would be going in my emergency fund. That is not the case. So this is what we're dealing with. Putting 100 in here. 20, 40, 60, 80, 100. So we have 20, 40, 60, 80, 120, 30, 40, 45, 50, 55, and 60. 160. All right, and that's it for my short-term binder. Next, we're going to go to my low priority binder. So this binder looks a bit different too. We got rid of some categories for now. First up is coffee. It's going to get 15. Usually I only add 5. I'm putting 15 because my husband bought coffee this week and I hadn't stuffed my envelopes yet. So, because I'm late stuffing these. So I would have had the correct amount in here. I didn't, yada yada. So next week we're going to unstuff this to pay ourselves back. So I am going to take this 5. I'm going to put this 20 because we were going to add 15. And 20 is what we should have in coffee. Entertainment is going to get 20 today. So it has 20, 25, and 30. We got rid of clothing. We put the $5 that was in clothing into shopping. This is going to encompass everything like non-necessities. And yeah, so not a big deal. Not going to be putting a lot in here. It's going to get 10 today. That's 10, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. Any shopping or clothing item that I need, which I don't really need anything. I have clothes to wear. They are big on me, but they cover my body. So it is what it is. Anything I do need to get, though, is going to be thrifted, on sale, on clearance, whatever. Yeah, we're going to do our best to do it that way. And then gifts is going to get 10. I'm going to do it in 5s just because I have a bunch. Okay, so there's 10 in there. And we took out hobbies. Hobbies not a priority right now. My husband's still getting his fun money, and that's all we're going to get right now. All right, next is going to be our savings challenges. Okay, so moving into the April challenge, we are partway done with this. I think there's 80 in here. I mentioned it, I think, in this video, but I'll mention it again. These funds were going towards paying off my car early or extra debt. We're not doing either of those right now. We're just saving. And if my husband gets a job quickly, then it'll be like a bonus and we'll have this extra money saved and we can pay off some debts. He did receive a severance package. I cannot disclose like the details of it, but it will help us for a little while. That's all I'm going to say. And he also did qualify for unemployment. I wasn't sure if I said that in this video as well. But in the event that those things run out and he still doesn't have a job, we need to bulk up our emergency fund first and foremost so that we can pay for our mortgage and our 1 car payment that we have and our absolute necessities. So that's the plan here. All of this binder is going to be just going to our emergency fund. Today we're going to add 45 to the April challenge. Let me just make sure. I'm pretty sure there's 80 in here. 20, 40, 60, 80. Yeah. So we're going to add the 45. So we'll have these first 3 completed. 20, 40, 45. So now we have 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 120, and 125. Okay. Then for my quick 250 challenge, we're just going to put 10 in that one today. This one's from Taylor at A Little of It All. I love her channel. Love watching her. She's just like, sounds like such a sweet person. I'm sure that she is. Today we're going to put 10. We have 10, 20, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. So we're going to cross off one more of our money bags for another 10. Put this back in here. Oops. Grab that. Lost my tracker. All right. Okay, and then the next challenge that we're going to start stuffing now is this savings challenge. It says 2024 savings. It doesn't matter to me that it says that. It's just for savings. This is from Aya Plans, and I think this was one of her like imperfect listings that she had, which honestly is crazy to me because it looks perfect to me, but she makes really high quality stuff. I really like her channel as well. So this one, you can decide what each icon is worth. I calculated that I want this whole challenge to be worth $500. So each icon for me is worth $25. So we're actually going to put 50 in here today. So we'll be able to color in 2 icons. So we have 20, 30, 35, 40, 45, and 50. So that's what we're starting with today. And we're going to color in 2 of these hearts. I think I have a pink dry erase marker. Should pull it out. Pink or like red or purple, something colorful to color these in. Be a little bit more fun and pretty. All right. So we did some good saving in our savings challenges. So that's great. I'm actually going to leave this out for a minute just so it can fully dry. I had added an anniversary savings challenge to this binder, and I never got to stuff it. And then my husband lost his job, so this is not a priority right now, so I'm just pulling it out. We do have almost $200. We have $190 in our actual anniversary envelope. So if we're able to stuff nothing else the rest of the year and that's what we have, that's still a good amount for us to have a date and get each other a small gift. So yeah, there we go. That is it for this cash stuffing. So if you guys made it to the end and you didn't already leave me a comment or leave me an emoji, like I asked in the beginning, if you would leave me a like the heart hands emoji in the comment if you guys made it to the end, or any emoji like I said at the beginning of the video. Comment, like, subscribe if you aren't already, share this with someone who might be interested. Any amount of engagement super help my channel, and I would appreciate it now more than ever, like more than you guys would understand. So thank you so much for being here. I appreciate all of your kind words. You guys have been super sweet to us when we were talking about our dog surgery and all of that. You've been super kind, and I really appreciate it. I know that we can count on you for more support and more kind words moving forward. So thank you again, and we will catch you guys in our next video. Bye.